My name's Angelo, and welcome to We Want Picks. This is the only channel dedicated to UFC fight picks and DraftKings lineups run by MMA insiders and professional fighters. Every week, I join Dan Kramer and Nick Newell, two longtime professional fighters that have fought at the highest levels on the planet, as well as Jacob Lyons, a skinny kid from Indiana. So join us every single week for our full fight card breakdowns, our individual fight card breakdowns, our betting guide, and our DraftKings lineups. The UFC Vegas 35 wins are over. All the fights are on. So we're going to walk through some of our monkey knife fight picks and plays. If you have never done this before or haven't seen it before, or you watch every week but don't actually do it yet, do it. WeWantPicks.com/MKF. Use promo code WWP, and they will instantly match your deposit. If you got $20, throw $20. They'll give you a free 20. Spend that. You have 100, throw 100. They'll give you a free $100. Free. Literally free money that you can do what you want with. Take that. Play some of these lines. You can more than double your money, all the way up to 20 times your money, and then have a lot more money at the end of the week. Very simple. Very easy. Let's walk through some of these fights. If you watched the video I did the other day, it was myself and Chris Riley. Chris sets these lines. We talked through some of his lines, how he got there, the logic behind them, and I talked through some of my picks at that time. Lines move. They change all week. So let's go through. These should be the final lines. We're going to go right to the main event. So when we did our individual breakdown videos, I mentioned I was going to do the less on Barboza, the more on Chikadze. But then when I actually sat there with my money in my hand, I did the more on both.
Yeah, I would probably play the less more, which I think is what you wanted to do originally. But I have a third round finish for Giga in another bet, and I think that this doesn't go as far as people think, but I think there's still pretty high volume regardless. I just don't think that Edson gets to 127, but I think Giga gets past the 72.5.
Yeah, so I did. My line was pretty favorable, actually. I did the more. I got 119 on Barboza, 66 on Giga. So it's been raised since then. So I guess a lot of money came in on the more. 127 scares me. So I don't know. I think I did the more. I think it's a pretty good back and forth fight. I think they go at it. I don't really see an early stoppage or anything like that. They're two guys. They're super busy. The problem is I don't see a ton of grappling, and if they're landing this many strikes, there may be a stoppage. So we'll see what happens, but this should be an interesting fight, and you 2.5 times your money with a win. Let's check out. Where do you want to go here? Let's go to the Daniel Rodriguez-Kevin Lee fight. I did this one with Chris, but I want to talk about it again real quick. Get your thoughts. So 71.5 at 64.5. I will double check what I did. Don't want to misspeak. I did the less on this, and it looks like a lot of people did because it went down a few strikes. I think Daniel Rodriguez wins this fight, and I think he wins by stoppage because let's think about it logically. If Daniel Rodriguez lands 71.5 strikes on Kevin Lee, he will stop him. And if Kevin Lee is landing 64 strikes on Daniel Rodriguez, that means he probably took it to the ground, and he'll submit him by then. So I like the less here. What are your thoughts?
I agree. I think it's less. I'm more of on the Kevin Lee camp for this fight. So I think he gets it to the ground. I think he honestly kind of mauls Daniel Rodriguez. I know I'm kind of on an island in that thought process, but I played less on this one.
Yeah, and some of these lines, that's how you kind of, styles make fights and matchups make fights. And I know if you watch the Chris videos, he talks through how he got there and literally calculates how many strikes they land in a fight, reduce that down to minutes, then how many minutes is this fight expected to go, and that's how he builds his formulas. But if Daniel Rodriguez lands that many, he wins by stoppage, and if Kevin Lee lands that many, he was on the ground and there's a submission there. So let's grab the Guido Cannetti Mana Martinez fight. So Mana Martinez missed weight by 4 pounds. The fight will continue, but he did miss weight by 4 pounds. I don't know if it affects him. What are your thoughts here? You have man in your DraftKings lineup. What are your thoughts on this play?
Probably go more just to be safe after the weight miss, because I don't know if he's going to come out. The way he looked on the scale, it looked like he was mentally kind of defeated already, so he might come out a little hesitant. So I think the safer play is probably more, even though I like Mana to get the finish eventually.
Yeah, I did not play this one yet, and I agree with you. I will probably end up playing the more here because, listen, 22 strikes is nothing. Like, obviously, we've seen people get knocked out without throwing a single strike, but 22 is not a lot. 44, Mana is a striker, so he's going to be setting up the big power shots, and he'll have to land a few to get there. So, 44 is a little higher than I would have liked, honestly, but more is probably a solid play here. So if you want to grab that, it's very simple. You click more, however much you want to play. You want to play 10, you win 25. It is that simple. Jakey boy, let's each grab ourselves a fight here. I'm going to go to Knockout Kings. I've already done this. This is a real play that I've already done. Let me pull it. Issue. I have Mana Martinez, Murdov. Where is he? Where's my buddy? Am I crazy?
Second row to the
There
left.
he is, Mahmoud Murdov, and then Daniel Rodriguez. So what I normally do, Knockout Kings is great, and it's basically a little prop game here. You pick 3 fighters. After you pick your free 3 fighters that you think can and will win by KO or TKO, you grab yourself sort of a payout. If one of these people wins, you get 1.25 payout, so 25% net profit. If 2 of them win by knockout, you 2.5 times your money. If 3 of them win by knockout, you 6 times your money. I would never do 3 of them win by knockout. That's too much. I normally do 1 because it's 25% net profit. And it's basically a guarantee, any 3 fighters you want. This time, though, I got a little fast and loose. I did 2. So these 3 guys, I need 2 knockouts to 2.5 times my money. What do you think there? You think I made the right choice?
I think that's I'm more of a Kevin Lee guy than a Rodriguez guy, so I don't like it as much as you like it. But if you like Daniel Rodriguez in that matchup, I think that's a pretty good play.
And the first 2 guys absolutely should win by knockout. I mean, that's the odds-on favorite. They're by far big time favorites to win their fights, and they're favorites to win by KO or TKO. So that's my play there. Jakey Poo, what are you trying to do? What's your pick here?
Do the slates, do the thing that you stole from me last week that I think they lowered the odds on.
You're going to 3 for 3. So Jacob wants to do 3 for 3 to 4 times his money. You will quadruple your buy-in. It used to be 5 times, but you guys are as sharky as we are here, and we're sort of beating them up. So they lowered that payout a little bit, but honestly, 4 times your money is still a rock solid payout. You're not really going to get that anywhere else. So do you like this one, or should we check out the other one?
I don't mind this one. What do you think on this one?
I hate 70s. I hate 70s in general. Like,
I'd go less, more.
Less, more. That's probably the safer play because Brian Battle honestly should win by stoppage. Vanessa Demopoulos, you're saying is going to win by submission, but if she doesn't, she's just going to be held against the cage and grind it out. So that's probably solid. And then Giga in the main event, 5 rounds. Yeah, less, more is probably the play. Let's look at the other option. Same exact logic. You pick 3, you get all 3, you quadruple your money. Edson Barboza, Ricky Tershos, and Dustin Jacoby. This line's even worse. This one,
yeah, I don't like that.
I wouldn't do this one. I don't like it. I don't like any of these. So those are some of our picks and plays. Let us know your thoughts below. Follow along. Don't follow along. Use our insight. Make your own decisions. WeWantPicks.com/MKF. Promo code WWP. You instantly match your deposit. Like, it's literally free money. Literally. If you're worried, you don't know, I've never done this before, deposit $20 real dollars. They'll give you $20 of theirs. Keep the real money. Spend the $20 that they gave you. And then at the end of the week, hopefully you tripled it or more or 2.5 times it. Withdraw all the winnings. And then you're good. Cost you $0 and you're playing forever. That's sort of the boat that I've been in, except I never got a promo. I did an initial 100 and I've just been withdrawing ever since. So those are our picks and plays. I will be doing a pre-fight live stream Saturday, 12:30 Central. I'll schedule it. And then Jacob and I, as long as you're feeling a little better, Jakey, we'll be doing a main card live stream for UFC Vegas 35. We will see you on Saturday.